What's good, guys? If you're watching this, then you're either wondering what this strategy is or you've seen it before, but you want to understand it better. If that's you, stick around and watch this video to the end. This strategy I'm about to show you is a smart money concept called the Asian liquidity. This strategy will change your life forever once you master it. Then you'll begin to see consistent profits in the Forex markets. Watch this video to the end to understand. Now I'm going to go straight into the three phases of this strategy, not to waste your time. There are three phases in this strategy. The first phase is the Asian consolidation. That's the Asian consolidation. The second phase is the breakout. And the third phase is the reversal. Let me give a quick diagram of how each and every one of these phases plays out. Let's say this vertical line is the start of the day. And this box I'm drawing right now is the Asian session. Now, in the Asian session, what happens in the Asian session? For those who don't know what the Asian session is, it is the time where the Asian parts of the world trades. During the Asian session, the market usually consolidates from top to the bottom within a specific price range. It doesn't have to be equal highs and equal lows. It just basically just consolidates. Now, after this consolidation, what usually occurs is a breakout. I'm going to explain the reason for this consolidation in a second. A breakout usually occurs probably to the downside or to the top side. After this breakout, they pull back. And after they pull back, they always, not always, but 90% of the time, they always come back to test this low and then reverse off of this low. Now, the reason for all this is that during the Asian session, the market makers, those are the big banks who trade the Forex market, they usually trap traders. Those are the retail traders who trade support and resistance. Who they basically buy, they're basically buying here. I mean, rather selling here, then buying here, buying here. That's just how it is. What they taught in the books, if you go online, how to trade Forex, you basically see trade support and resistance, buy here, sell here. You understand what I'm saying? They've read these books. So in order for them to take your money, they have to show you what is in the books. I don't know if you guys are understanding. They will show you what is in the books, what they've taught you guys to trade, and then go against it. That's just how they make money. That's why only 5% of traders are successful and 95 are unsuccessful. I even see 99% of traders are unsuccessful because of the information, because of the strategy you trade. So now, in order to understand the concept of this strategy fully, you need to understand that the market is being manipulated by banks. It's being manipulated by banks. But I'm not going to go in depth into that. I'm just going to show you this setup and how it plays out and how you can trade it and start making money already. There's no need to go into a bunch of deep things. I'm just going to be clear and direct here. Now, once you get a consolidation during the Asian session, what you do is draw a box for the whole Asian session and wait for either a break up or a breakdown. Then you wait for a pullback and wait for them to test that low again. Now, the reason for all this is just to grab liquidity, because what they do is to hit people's stop loss. They have to hit your stop loss to make money. They hit after inducing traders buy, then they break the lows aggressively. They usually do it in three swipes, in three big candles down, three red candles down. They usually do it in three candles down. They can just do it in a massive candle. Just when you see a shift from this zone here, they move away from this zone and then break all the way down here just to hit the stops of people who bought, just to trap them. And then they induce traders. You know what it once in a break and retest strategy, once it breaks out of a zone and then pulls back and then gets close to the low, a lot of people are selling here. Lots of people are selling at this point. That's what you call lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. So once this is a lower low, so people are selling here at this point. People are selling here. So then they trap traders who sell here by shifting up. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say. They trap sellers here. This whole market moves just to hit people's stop loss. Except you trade like them, except you understand how to trade like them. That's what this strategy is just simply about. Trading like the big banks. They trap traders who sell here and then immediately shift away from this zone here and move up. I'm going to show you examples of this setup. How I even took one today, just this morning, in GBP NZD and GBP card. It played out there. Two setups. I'm going to show you them play after this. Now, what you need to understand again about this strategy is that when trading this strategy, you must always put your stop loss 10 pips away from below, 10 to 5 pips away from below, depending on where you enter, just away from this low, because they can come back to spike it if there's still more liquidity there to grab. I don't know if you're getting me. If there's still more liquidity here to grab, not to waste your time, look at examples of this setup playing out. This is a consolidation. This is a consolidation. It doesn't necessarily have to be up, down, just the Asian session basically, and then breaking out of the Asian session. Look at this trade here, for example. This just happened today of making this video. I didn't even say this. I took orders on GBP card and GBP NZD. Look at this trade now. This is the Asian session. This blue box here is the Asian session. This blue box here is the Asian session. And then look how they broke out of it aggressively. They broke out of this zone aggressively to the downside. Then pulled back for retailers to sell at this point. This is a break and retest. See, if you put a support just right here, just put a support right here. See, they exactly at that support. They touched it and broke the low of the day. This was the former low of the day. They broke it to trap traders to sell. They just trap traders here to sell. And immediately two blue candles. They formed a star here, and then two candles shifted back to that zone. They've trapped traders here already. Remember, they are not going to come back here for anything except there's still more liquidity. And in this case, I don't think there's any liquidity here. They shifted back up, then still validating this low again to induce more sales. More sales here, and just you can see how they went up aggressively towards the upside. If you would have entered in this trade, I would have taken this trade. My entry would have been immediately after this shift candle here. This would have been my entry. Target 50 pips. But you can always target the high of the day. That's a very good take profits. But I usually just take 50 pips and then move. Depending on the pair size, then my stop loss would have been somewhat just 10 pips away from my entry. And that was how you would have easily caught this. A very painless trade. Painless, zero drawdown. Once you enter, you're an instant profit. This is another example here, although this was kind of choppy, but was still a setup. They broke the lows again, trapping traders here at this point here, and then shifted all the way up here. Easily caught 50 pips here also. This red mark is my entry. Okay, here it was 47, close to 50. You'd have easily caught 50 pips there. This is also an example. Like, this is back to back to back. You'd have caught trades back to back trades. You'd have made profits. Like, this is, I took this one here. I took this trade here. You'd have easily caught this trade here for, this is 100 pip move. You'd have caught 50 pips out of this. A quick 50 pips grab. I hope after watching this video, you were able to trade this and make good money off of it. I hope you guys learned from this video, and if you did, subscribe, drop a like, and also comment anything you understand. I'll make a video to explain more in depth. This is not an in-depth explanation, but this is enough for you to make some money off. But if you don't understand, drop comments and I'll explain. Subscribe, like, and share, guys. Subscribe, like, and share, guys.